Well, San Jose Unified School District found a novel way to go green and make some green at the same time. Forget the fundraisers, forget the bake sales. They're ditching desk and cafeteria supplies instead. Turns out there's quite an aftermarket for used school supplies, and we're not talking about paper and pencils.
Metal fencing, bricks, plaster molds, rusty trucks. San Jose Unified storage spaces look like graveyards of discarded, broken, and unused school supplies. Not only cluttering warehouses and filling landfills, but also busting the budget.
We were somewhere around spending $200,000 a year in dumping things, getting rid of stuff we didn't want. And we still had lots of things that were years and years on shelves.
What the district didn't know is that junk could make the district money.
There's great benefit in the stuff that they no longer need, and that there are buyers out there who will pay really surprising amounts of money.
Melissa Rich is the CEO of Interscola, a San Francisco-based website that helps sell school surplus items to the highest bidder. The school district doesn't have to pay for the online auction up front, so schools save on dumping costs and pocket about 65% of the profit from items sold.
So it is a real difference. In one case, it was money going out the door. Now it's money coming into the district.
Even the most unusual items seem to attract online buyers.
And there was a lot of 36 pianos that we put up on eBay. It was taking up a good deal of storage in the warehouse. And sure enough, we put it up on eBay, and there was a bidding war. And somebody wound up winning the auction for several $1,000s.
Those thousands of dollars go a long way. So far, Interscola has made $300,000 for San Jose Unified. The money isn't earmarked, but the district says it's enough to keep 3 teachers or 4 custodians employed.
We're in the business of educating kids, and that takes people to do that. And so anytime we can save money on this other side, it's going right now to save jobs.
Leaving a math lesson that's not in the school books.
Boy, is it not. Okay, I'm joined now by Melissa Rich, president and founder of Interscola. That's the company that helps San Jose shed all that stuff. Listen to some of the things that they have for sale at other school districts. Of course, they've got desks and chairs, but you've got a Maytag dryer on there, a diesel generator, pizza pans, 200 pairs of pizza pans. I mean, that's so crazy to think about that.
It's really a wide assortment of items.
So tell me how, I even heard one time you sold a classroom, is that true?
We have, yeah. We've sold a number of portable buildings, modular classrooms. Favorite story is when we were first getting started, a school district that had a portable building up in the El Dorado Hills, and they were trying to get rid of it, didn't know what to do, trying to find a local buyer. They were at the point where they were about to spend $16,000 to have it demolished and hauled away as scrap. And they said, if you could sell it for $1, we'd be happy.
Right, just to get rid of it. Exactly, exactly.
And so we put it up on eBay for a start price of $499, and it sold for $45,000.
Oh, $45,000? That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, so explain to me exactly how Interscola works. What's the concept behind it, and how'd you come up with this idea?
Sure. We have services agreements with, right now, about 330 school districts in California, New York, New Jersey, Maryland. When we're notified that a school district has surplus stuff, we have a team of what we call field auction managers that go out to the school and they evaluate the surplus. They say what is saleable in an open market environment. They'll take the digital pictures, write up a description, figure out a pricing strategy, bring it back to us. We do heavy marketing of the items, and then we answer all the questions that come in online. We put it up on eBay. We're using eBay platform. And then when the item sells, we collect the funds, and then our field auction manager returns back to the location where the item is stored, back to the school district, and either arrange for pickup or shipping of the item.
What kind of how long a process is this from the time that they contact you to the time you sell the stuff? And is it ongoing sale of stuff, or do you have it like for a limited amount of time?
That's a great question. Our typical auction length is about a 7-day auction on eBay.
Really?
But there is some regulatory requirements that they have to have a 2-week public notice period that telling the public that they're selling items that were purchased with public funds. And so that 2-week public notice process dictates the time frame. So we can kind of work around that 2-week period. And usually things start disappearing within about 4 to 5 days, disappearing, getting picked up about 4 to 5 days after the auction ends.
And do all school districts know about this, or how do they find out? I mean, if my district, I looked up, my district isn't selling anything. Does that mean they don't have anything to sell, or does that mean they just don't know where to go?
It probably means they don't know where to go. I mean, I just don't believe it when a school district says they don't have any surplus, because people aren't used to.
What are we talking about? What kind of
It's
stuff?
all different asset categories, everything from food service equipment to industrial arts equipment, musical instruments, maintenance equipment, grounds equipment, sports equipment, you name it, anything that would be in a school or district facility.
And if they didn't put it online and sell it with you on eBay, then where does all that stuff go?
Typically, they were throwing the stuff away or paying somebody, kind of worst case scenario, paying somebody to haul it away as trash. In some cases, they were working with a local live auctioneer, the guy that comes over with a gavel, but you're really not getting a lot of value if you're doing it that way.
And who's buying this stuff? Who buys this stuff?
It's amazing. In some cases, it's school district to school district.
Really?
We love it when that happens, when there's stuff that's still in very good condition, usable at another school. But in many cases, it's small businesses, it's individuals, hobbyists, wood shop equipment from wood shop programs that are being terminated. That will sell to hobbyists or construction workers, small businesses, school buses. We had a school bus that was sold to a gentleman that had 10 kids in his family.
Gosh.
So
that would make sense.
yeah, bought a
Right,
minibus.
because where else are you going to be able to put all those kids?
Right.
Exactly.
And we hear about people buying other school buses to turn into taco trucks. You name it. Really, people are doing creative things with the things they purchase.
That's right. Okay, and what's the financial agreement between you and the districts?
Sure. So there's no upfront cost to working with us.
So you come in, you do all that, and you don't charge them at the beginning anything to come in?
Exactly. We take a percentage of only items that sell. So we have a pretty good sense of what will sell in the open market environment, what will sell to the eBay community. And we do that analysis and put stuff up online. All of that is compliant with the regulatory requirements and go from there.
And then the schools, they get their money, and typically, what's the biggest amount of money that you've sold? Like San Jose Unified, I couldn't believe that when I heard it.
Yeah.
$300,000, and that's over
about a 5-year period, with most of it coming in the last 2 years. The last
impressive.
2 years is sort of where they've started to realize, wow, we really have a lot of stuff that's sitting around, and they even tell us we're only at the tip of the iceberg, in terms of what they have. And as they start to get the word out to all the schools within the district, suddenly things come out of the woodworks, things that teachers have been holding on to for quite some time.
Is there a minimum amount? Like if I only have 20 chairs at my school, it's not worth your time, or how does that work?
It's not a hard minimum. We do work with the district to say, you know what, we don't want to waste your time. If it's only going to be one sale or one item or a couple of things, we usually will tell you, can you hold on to that stuff for just a little bit until you get a little bit more?
I have to say, it's a great idea, because not only is it really, taking care of a need, but the fact that now in these hard-pressed times, schools are getting some money back out of stuff they already have.
Yeah, we love the fact that we're returning schools and we're diverting stuff from landfill.
Yeah.
Giving it back to the community. So.
That's fantastic. Great idea. I wish you the best of success.
Thank you.
All right. If your school has stuff to sell, you should check out Interscola at interscola.com. Great idea. When we come back, we're going to visit 2 Bay Area schools.